spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Put me on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough, speaking down, but they know who coming up, and I'm still on my way.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Albuquerque. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. Get out there with Jordan. And there's Maverick. Then there's Jay. And it's Wembanyama in at the four-man position. And for Miami, we've got Irving, Pip Hamilton out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's the bodyguard, and it's Yao in at the center. Well, today is one of those very special dates on the NBA calendar, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And it's a day of reflection, a day to celebrate one of the truly great people in the history of this country. It's an honor to just be out here today celebrating Dr. King.
Here's the kid, covered by Irving. Here's the kid. The bodyguard cracks the board. Poke loose. Here's the kid. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
So it's Miami now, following the score by Albuquerque. Yep, it counts.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
Spins. Michael Jordan on the wing. Here's the kid. He's covered by Ball. Count that one. The kid's got 8. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Ball. Again, Ball missing.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
For Albuquerque, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's the kid. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Feeds it to Hamilton. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The bodyguard passes the ball. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Albuquerque sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of a different look for Miami. Bodyguards checked in for Williams. Irving comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Ball subbed in for Terry Rozier. Albuquerque making some changes. Mavericks checked in for Rambis. Shea comes in for Doc Rivers. And it's the Kid in for Drew Holiday. And so in the game for Albuquerque, Maverick out there with Horford, and it's Michael Jordan, then it's the Kid, and it's Jay in at the 3 spot. Terry Rozier's checked in for Miami. Rivers, he's checked in for Albuquerque. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Over in the corner, Rozier. That 3 off the mark. Albuquerque leading by 20. Out to the right wing. Shoots the 3. The Kid gets the bucket. The Kid's got 17.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Deep 2 from Ball. Miami no good on that time either.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The Kid can't hit. Got a piece of it. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's Ball. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
The Kid gets the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 17-7 run. And he tried. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo! Woo!
Now Ball. 1 second left. No good there. And so it's Albuquerque ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching, hey, I was wondering, after the show, you guys doing anything?
Well, that depends.
Well, I got 3 free tickets to Golf and Grill. Includes the go-karts, the bet. And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the visiting team.
Well, I mean, it's easy to see why they're up big. They know how to use their size, their athleticism to wear their opponent down. And you look at their rebounding numbers, it's incredible.
Showing a lot of this and this.
Ooh.
And another one.
Whoa, you've been
and
working
two
out.
biceps at one.
And that'll do it for halftime. We said.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post play. So I do think the game has changed, and not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Bodyguard is out there with Yao. Then there's Irving. Then there's Richard Hamilton, and it's Ball in at the one. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Yep, that one goes in there. Hamilton's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
The kid off target at the rim. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Miami. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words. Be you. Just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you.
Oh, man.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Into the lane, and Ball with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
5 on the clock, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Yao Ming. For Albuquerque, they've shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And Miami making a change here. Rozier's checked in. A big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Al Horford is checked in for Maverick. Rambis comes in for Wembanyama. Doc Rivers, he's checked in for Jay. And it's Holiday in for Michael Jordan. Passes to Yao. Hamilton against Holiday. Rozier looking around. They get the rebound. Miami needs to get a shot off. Yao's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Stolen away. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Here's Rambis. Here's the kid. Hits the target from 18 feet. The kid's got 29 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Albuquerque with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. And so here's Albuquerque. And so Albuquerque takes the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is...